The British are coming! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Baron. Welcome back. So we've got some tank hype right here. We've got some tank action later in the video, but right now we're going to be going over, what is it? Yes, British tanks, mother trucker. So get your tea ready and all that, tea and crumpets and all that good stuff, right? Us colonists don't really know much about tea. We're more of coffee drinkers, I guess, because less sophisticated and all that jazz. But I digress. So anyway, what we're looking at right now are some amazing pictures. Yeah, I know, it's just pictures. There's no video gameplay yet or anything like that. No video preview of these British tanks. But right here is an A34 Comet. Now, British tanks are going to be pretty unique, and I'm really glad that they're introduced because they have a whole new style. Just visually, how they look. They've also got very unique guns in many cases. Some very interesting calibers of tanks. Interesting tank designs. I mean, you take a look a little later in this video at the Churchill, just for example, and you realize the British had a style all their own. So what we've got here with the A34 Comet Cruiser, or medium cruiser tank, it's 33 tons. And it's got a gun that's very similar, but apparently not as good in terms of penetration as the Sherman Firefly. It's called a 77mm HV for high velocity. However, you're like, oh, a 77mm gun. No, it's just a 76.2mm gun. Or 17 pounders, because the British have their own system for everything. You know, there's a funny map about the world, and it was like all the countries that, you know, the United Kingdom didn't invade or whatever. It's really funny. You gotta check it out. I love the British. I love their culture. I love their accents, and I also love their tanks. And I like to tease them too. So yeah, so it's pretty much a very similar tank. And they're saying, in terms of the Sherman Firefly, the gun anyway, but it's got a little bit better characteristics. It's got better survivability than a Sherman tank does, at least default one. So. But what's interesting is the gun is going to have better penetration than the 75mm gun on the Panther tanks. And they're saying that the Comet is going to be basically designed to fight Tier 3, Tier 4 tanks. But what's also interesting, and it's kind of indicative of most British tanks, is that there's no real sloped armor. You'll notice some slight sloping on British tanks around the turrets for some of their cruiser tanks. And then, like, you know, a little bit on the front of the hull, but most of the time, like, it's got this kind of like box. I don't know, I love the way the tanks look personally, but as far as like armor armor design, it's not as good as, say, like sloped armor would be on some of the other nations' tanks. But you know what, sometimes you just need a lot of armor. Like here, we're gonna look at the Churchill Mark 3, and you look at that kind of armor, and this thing can take a beating. So, even though it's not sloped, this is a beast. But real kind of quick note, just for my own personal humor, this is a quote I've always loved by Prime Minister Churchill himself, the man who came up with the plan for the Dardanelles. And you know what? Even though that was disastrous, he still became Prime Minister. You gotta get, that guy is a badass. Like, that's easy to say. But my favorite quote was one of his political rivals, some lady, was like, she claimed that Churchill was disgustingly drunk, and he replied back, obviously disgustingly drunk, "My dear, you are ugly, and what's more, you are disgustingly ugly, but tomorrow I shall be sober and you will still be ugly." Owned. Similarly to any tanks that are going to be going up against the Churchill Mark 3, because this thing's a beast, at least at closer ranges, because this thing has a great amount of armor, and it's armed with a 57mm, or a 6-pounder, as the British like to call it, anti-tank gun. So this thing's basically going to be your brawler. You get disgustingly drunk, you go in, and you have a bar fight. That's this type of tank. Because its gun is not going to be as well suited for medium and long range fighting, but you get in close, you've got the armor to deal with it, and there your gun is a little more effective. So you're a big strong brawler, but with short little arms. You got to get in there, you got to give them the uppercuts, the old 1-2, as it were. What's kind of cool about the Churchill, it's not kind of cool, it's freaking awesome, is that there's going to be some derp guns strapped onto this tank chassis. I'm sinking, guys. These are tanks. We're on the ground. I'm thinking that this bad boy, we're going to see a lot of different Churchill models, especially some derp gun models, right? Oh, which derp guns, you may ask? Well, how about one with a 95mm howitzer? That one's not good enough for you? Well, maybe, just maybe, we might see something that would be definitely a novelty tank item if we get the Churchill A34, which I think is for Armored Vehicle Royal Engineers, and it has a 290mm mortar on the top of it. This is something I played in Men of War Assault Squad, and it is freaking awesome. It was one of the special ability tanks. But yeah, really cool stuff all around. So, and now we're finally looking at the third tank that they showed off. This is the Centurion Mark III. This is a more modern main battle tank style. You know, so you can see this is kind of like a being developed at the end of World War II and then coming out right at the end, unfortunately, but, you know, participating in the Korean War and the Vietnam War. You know, a little more conventional design. It's got the nice little plating on the side, which for some reason to me always makes tanks look more awesome, right? And this thing, this is another thing. Like, the British just have their own style, man. They just don't give a shit, and they do it well. Because this bad boy has an 83.3mm or 20-pounder main gun, and it fires sabot rounds. So this thing is gonna be a badass. What's the British term for badass? You guys let me know. But that's what the Centurion would be. And we're going to see probably a couple different variants of the Centurion in the dev blog, which is where I got these pictures from, and a little bit of information. They're saying that it's going to be rank 4, and it's going to be very comparable to the T-44 Soviet medium tank. So it makes you wonder, well, hey, what are going to be the top tier British tanks, you know? Because I would imagine they got to have like a tier 5, you know, a battle rating at least of a 7.0 or an 8.0. It probably wouldn't be too hard to find an 8.0 tank now that I think about it, because with, you know, the T-54s running around and the M60s and all this modern stuff, you know, and then the Leopard, we're gonna see, you know, a pretty modern British tank. So let me know which one you think that's gonna be. But overall, I'm pretty excited for this patch. It's something I've been waiting for a long time, and I know every British player has been waiting for this for a long time. There's a number of other British tanks which I'm personally surprised we haven't seen in the game as premiums fighting for other nations, because British tanks were captured by the Germans. British tanks were lend-leased to the Russians, so and then there was the Sherman Firefly, even though that was a modification of an American tank that was exported to the British, you know, which has a gun that's similar to the A34 Comet. I mean, so what's up with that, guys? Where's our Fireflies? Where's our Matildas? Where's our Valentines? Where are these lend-lease tanks? You know, where's some cruisers that were captured by the Germans, you know, in North Africa? Where's all this good stuff? You know, where those premium tanks at? Take my money, make some more money, so you can fix these battle ratings. Am I right? Of course. But anyway, so I'm pretty excited for all this stuff, and I just have to leave with one little joke. This was told to me by Slickby the other day. How do you spell British? You spell it B-R-I-I-S-H. Oh, where's the T, you ask? It's in the harbor, America! But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so now we're going to take a look at some gameplay of the only quasi-British tank in the game right now in ground forces, and that is the M3 Grant, which is going to be kind of similar. It's similar in style to the Sherman Firefly, where it's an American tank, and then the British were like, oh, righto, chap, this tank could be a little bit better. Hey, governor? Even though someone told me that, like, hey, man, I'm British, and I've never heard anyone say, hey, governor. But you know what? I watch Pirates of the Caribbean. I know what I'm talking about, so there's that. Anyway, let's check out some gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to pull the trigger on the like button. Let me know which British tank you're most excited for. You know what? Screw it. Give me your 2 favorite British tanks you're excited for, and why. Because the hype is real, and Gamescom's right around the corner, so I wonder if we're going to get some more information on it, because they like to announce stuff then. But I digress. Let's see some gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be seeing you soon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Baron here. We are playing what might be said to be the only British tank in the game right now. The Cruiser Tank Grant 1. Basically an M.III. Lee with a British turret. Alright, so let's see. Where do we want to go? I could try sniping, but you know what I'm gonna do here? Because you got your primary gun's this 37mm. Oh, hello, friend. Do you mind if I get all up behind you? And then you got this primary 75mm howitzer. But you're fighting against T-34s. Yeah, like T-34... Why is everyone in Focke-Wulfs? I don't know what's happening right now. They must not have queued in. No, they are still... Yeah, they don't know what they're doing. Alright, so... Let's take a look. So yeah, so you'll find a lot of T-34s, even up to like T-34 1942s. So... There's a lot of stuff that can easily smash you, and you're so big, and you know, being hull down firing a 37 at a battle rating of 2.7 isn't, you know, the best thing to be doing. We could head towards Charlie over here. Guess we could. But yeah, so I guess what we could do, let's go with nope, that's not what I want to do. Alright, so I shifted my gun control so that the aiming reticle is accounting for my 75mm gun. And wait, do I want 4? Oh no, I'm on 2. Do I want 2? I think I want this. No, we're firing those rounds. Okay, that makes sense. I now have an idea of what's going on. Oh, that's my guy. Talking my guy. Sup, bro? What? He got killed right before we could kill him. Critical hit. What's that? Alright, AI. We've got time then. There we go. Alright, so by switching over to the primary 75, we're able to lay down the pain. That's one of the things you're going to want to do with the M.III. Lee and the M.III. Grant. Alright, so now let's get into position where we can shoot more of the enemy. Oh, look. M.III. Lee on this hill. I wonder if we could snipe from here. Whoa, we got a little extra elevation there. Oh, shit. We got to retreat. Because I wonder if that guy's shooting at me. Alright, let's kill our little brother, the M.III. Lee. Doing better already. Nice. Oh, that's who it was. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill him. We need to kill him. Look at that. If we aim a little bit above, I think we're hitting lower glacis right now because of how he's oriented. So we're doing pretty damn good. Alright, we'll take it. Now is this Panzer IV? Let's do it. But otherwise, if you don't switch over, you're going to be only aiming with your 37, and it's just not good enough. Oh, he just moved, but he didn't move fast enough. Oh, everyone's shooting at me. You're cute. Oh, they got my loader. Incoming! But he's got a lower velocity gun. Actually, about the same. Let's see. Look at those shots coming in. This is awesome. I mean, it's really bad, but... Oh god. Yeah, he's got... Or since my loader's dead... I want to use the bomber. Gotta just hope. Nope. Alright, so we're gonna call in the bomber, and we're gonna move so that we're hidden behind this rock. We've got 11 seconds to do it. Oh god, please move. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, perfect. Alright, now there are like 2 enemy fighters at least. So we've got to rain pain down on our enemies. I don't know if this is going to work out, but we're going to try to do our best. Just a lot of arcade movements right here. Strategy. We've got 3 bombs. Let's make them count. This one seems to be kind of hiding. So he's not really on the run. He's not on the move. Let's try to get this guy. Oh! Right into that tree. Alright, let's see how we did. Oh, ground unit destroyed. Alright, so we killed an M2A4. Look at the... Oh, that's another one. A Panzer IV-E. So this crew is all kinds of messed up. You can see that the turret's off to the side because since we've lost enough crew members, they're having to man... Oh shit, that's a rock. Is there a dude right there? But I got a nice profile shot on a BT7. So that should be a one-shot. Yeah, buddy. Now I also have a profile on the Mk.III after we wait for this long reload. So this tank can be good, but the battle rating oftentimes means you need to find yourself in a really good situation, or you're going to be outgunned by T-34s. Wait, what the shit? I'm out of ammunition? Abandon the tank! Wait. Oh, shit. Yeah, so I think we ran out of ammunition. But we got some over there. Alright, where's that guy hiding? There's someone right there. Maybe we could try to shoot him without getting shot at by the Stug who already knows where we're at. Look for someone who's not looking at us. Tut, 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 tut. Oh, that guy just died. We would have had him. Alright, so at this point, we got a Russian objective. We're going to go into Bravo. We're going to screen it with... Oh, look at that. Full team push right there. Nice. And we do have artillery. Ooh. Panzer 35T. Can I see him? Yeah, I can see him. Goodbye, Mr. Bond. T-70. We're out in the open. I realize this. I know I'm exposing my flank, but we kind of want to die. If that makes any sense. At distance, though, this thing's got some pretty good ability. Alright, can we bomb that guy? Yeah. We're gonna bomb that little sniper's ridge. Our team did take 2 objectives. They seem to be fully invested over there. So that is good news all around. Is anyone over there? Nobody yet. Or really at all. Oh, we got something sighted. Panzer III F. Oh. There we go. We got some shrapnel. Killed 1 crew member, injured another one. We really got to get green because we don't have too many shots with how long our reload is. But you know what? 75mm gun, man. It'll do work. So if you look at the turret, basically... Oh, bomb. Shit, I got it. Everyone's trying to kill me. Holy shit, there's a tank at our spawn. A T-34, what do you know? So let's find ourselves in some place that is kind of hidden. There's 2 of them. Oh, I can't drop artillery. But what I can do is kill them. Alright, we got 1 Yak 7. We're gonna wep hard. It looks like these guys are trying to mess up our spawn. Let's... If I can survive this Yak... Oh, shit. We gotta do this. Oh shit, friends! We gotta J out, parachute out, get that machine gun out of the rear gunner, parachute in the objective, and like take their wives hostage. That's my strategy, guys. Oh shit. We're the only ones alive over here now. Like, directly on it. So we're gonna occupy it. Oh, can you imagine seeing that in real life? Holy crap, man. Oh. Oh, there it is. So I think it was that guy over there. Yep, it was. Who's rampaging behind the lines because T-34s, man, at this battle rating, absolutely wreck. Does that surprise you? Oh, and they're attacking Charlie. So let's get rid of this guy. If we can. Thank you for showing me the side of your turret. Normally that'd be a kill. Kind of surprised. There we go. Alright, good. So we rid that, and now let's go get Charlie by ourselves. They're capping it, so we drop artillery. That's a BT7, not really to be worried about. It's not worth my time stopping. We're at 10 kills, and I think 9 of them, yeah, 9 of them were on 1 life. So that's pretty good. Alright, now that needs to be removed. I need to just shoot him and run. Oh my god. Okay, good. Damn it. We got bogged down. Shit, man. They've taken all the objectives. And there's T-34s. I hate them. I hate fighting them. Oh, I think he got me right before. I think we're gonna die, so let's go ahead and preemptively call in an attack aircraft. Yeah, that's not looking good. Yeah, look at this tank, man. Everything's messed up. Everybody's dying. Where's the rest of our team, man? We showed up. Yeah, so you can see how the T-34s are everywhere. They dominate. M3 Grant. But we have to adapt. Alright, they're taking Charlie, it looks like. Now if we can make a coordinated push. Alright, so let's go with Shift 2. Because clearly they were... I was like, I need a hit. Not on his fuel. Please through the turret ring. Oh my gosh, he's just smacked me. All I got was a turret shot. There we go. Ground unit destroyed. We'll take it. Control shift caps. Whoops. Alright. Now we got everyone going. We're going to shoot at this Stuka. We got a hit on him. Oh god. Oh god. Bomb right there. Back up. Look how slow this thing is. That poor truck! No! Oh, what are you shooting at? Alright. Now we'll go back to Shift 2 to take control of the 785. By the time we got 11 kills, man, we fought the good fight. We did the best we could, and honestly, did pretty damn good in this thing, given its battle rating. But luckily for all of us, I think that British tanks stylistically will do really good with taking damage, because you've got tanks like the Matilda, which enemies had a great issue penetrating that tank at first. Unfortunately, it only had a 40mm gun. It's kind of indicative of, like, you know, a decent amount of British tanks were a lot of armor, but the guns were a little weaker. You look at the Churchill, great armor, but a 57mm gun. It's not the Russian 57mm gun, which had amazing penetration. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see all that. But, you know, we got to see a little bit of that in the preview. This is the American M.III. Lee. And this is the anglicized, we'll call it, anglicized M3 Grant, because that turret is really what is all the difference about. So 76mm of thickness on the turret. So getting hull down's fine, but at the battle rating you're at, that 37's really not going to do a whole lot. You know, hull down trying to snipe at people. You really have to use your 75mm howitzer. And you can look at the turret. This one, look, only 50mm of armor. And you've got this one, and I've actually been shot by a T-28 with an exploding round that went through there and just killed everything in one go because of the fragmentation, the armor-piercing, high-explosive rounds. So the M.III. Grant is definitely better. That turret is a superior turret. But that's often what they did. You know, the Sherman Firefly, the British did that too. Anyway, so that was just kind of a little fun preview at the beginning about British tanks. Obviously, let me know which British tanks you're looking forward to the most and why, because I'm pretty curious. Because I know a decent amount about a lot of the British tanks, but there's a lot more that I don't know about. So I'm pretty excited, guys. Anyway, I thank y'all for watching. Make sure to pull the trigger on the like button, share the video with a friend, and hey, I'm hyped for British tanks. I know you guys are too. I'll see you soon.